the Oklahoma Sooners and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Sooners will kick off first, and here we go. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's Carr to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got enough for the first. Finding some room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively...
Oh, it's a fumble. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security, because you put it on the ground, you find yourself on the sideline in this offense.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The run inside. It's Williams. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, that's a fortuitous bounce because we know this guy already fumbled earlier in the game, David. He's got to do a better job with 5 points of pressure on that ball.
Or he's going to be sitting on the sidelines. Coaches are not going to continue to trust you if you're going to continue to put the ball on the ground.
Carr from the gun on third down. He's got the back in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you...
Snags it, and there's running room. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
They're dealing with a second and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his target down the middle. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll run the sneak for it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready. Freeze. Go!
He'll run it again. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The 50. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Sooners! How about this? Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Look, a lot of time left. So there's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
This quarterback, part of their running game. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing, Carr. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Carr. Caught by Williams on the right. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the... Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air, it's Mateer. Looking for the end zone. intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Williams open on the right side. The ball is free. He just can't hang on to that thing. Defense swarming on. Loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a bad break for the offense because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but you can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
There's some pressure. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Carr. Bringing the heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught by Williams on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
And you never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
95, 96, ready, go!
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Down goes the quarterback, and they turn 2nd and short into 3rd and long.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
They'll move the wide receiver. Carr on play action. They're working that left side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in, it's Hansen. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Picks up the first down. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Now on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. He might want another play. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Graham. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. looking to throw on first down. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. He'll put total weather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback, but it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Keeps it on the option. Maybe some room here. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Play action, C.J. Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Washington. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Throwing, Carr. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Hauls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air again, Carr. The screen, he can go. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Carr looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. We're on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Great execution on offense, and you know you're expecting man coverage in this area of the field, down close to the line of scrimmage, so the receiver has got to be able to win one-on-one, and he did just that on that TD.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. To throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that was a play where maybe the big target was open quicker or sooner than the quarterback had anticipated, but still no excuse to throw the ball off your back leg. You got to chop up your steps, you got to get a good base, and you got to step into the throw.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He'll pull it down. Across the 45. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do...
Going for it all. Picked off to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught. It's Porter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Looking to throw. It's Carr. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try. Again, it's Carr. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Got enough for the first. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
To the air on first down. Got his man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Connection to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds his man. It's Gilbert. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Pocket breaking down, and it's a sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Trying to get behind the defense. Goes high to pull it in. Wide open on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's
That's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
Makes a grab and room to run. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Play action, Carr. Williams open on the right side. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Throwing, Carr. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Back to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Irish!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bowen. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Timeout call by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going for it all. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. There he goes to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The short hands, it's Porter. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.